Sometimes we're so focused on one thing that we don't get to see all the beautiful opportunities that we have. And I had to like let go of all the stuff that was holding me back to like be able to count my blessings, you know?
Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Richie. Back at it with another episode, La Platicuhh, going Richie with the very strange, handsome man. Not that part. Estevan Plazola in the motherfucking building. And we got new co-host.
You already know.
Marco Flores.
Yo, Marco Flores. Yo.
That's right. What up, Marcos? Welcome to La Platicuhh.
Yeah, welcome to La Platicuhh.
How does it feel on your first day of La Platicuhh?
Man, hey, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to
I asked
Richie.
you a question, bro. Don't be that.
Richie. I want to say a big thank you to Richie, Alex, Javier, my mom, my pops, and Richie. He's kind of like a young Jimmy. He's putting all his people on this platform. So I want to say a big thank you to Richie. He really helping his people out for real.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Also,
We welcome.
Thank my boy Estevan Plazola for pulling up, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
Because this motherfucker comes all the way from Antarctica, fool. He's really far. So we gotta thank God that he's here, man. Right?
Yeah, we always got to thank God wherever we are.
Right. Correct. All right, man. So how old are you, man? Where are you from? Yeah, let's start off with that. How old are you?
Okay. I'm 25.
Holy shit! I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you.
You'll be surprised.
You're 25?
I'm 25.
You look younger than 25.
Thank you. I've heard that a lot.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Okay, but I have heard it a lot.
You do look younger than 25, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been trying.
You've been trying?
I've been trying.
So what do you do to look younger?
Just live life. You gotta live life. You gotta learn. You gotta look old first.
For sure.
Then you're gonna be like, wow, I'm messing up my life. And you're just gonna be,
So did you get at a point where, man, I look old as shit, I'm gonna try to look younger now?
For me, it's not about how I look. It's about I don't feel good. Like,
why?
Because you just have a lot of reasons, you know. We all grow up like wanting things, and it makes us suffer, and then that ages you a lot from wanting so much, and then looking at somebody else and seeing that they have stuff, and you're like, dang, I don't have that. That could stress you out if you're wanting the wrong things.
Holy shit. Bro, you're like too fucking wise for me, man. Holy shit. Nah, man, but so where are you from?
I'm from San Diego, California.
For sure, man. How's San Diego, man? How does it treat you? What do you do in San Diego to entertain yourself? I don't want to know anything too private, man, but you know, how's SD, man?
SD's a typical border town city hidden by beauties in the skyrise, and you don't see behind it. You know, it's like a postcard. You don't see behind the little, you know what I mean, the buildings in downtown. But once you get past that point, you start to see San Diego.
Yeah, because I went to San Diego probably last year, probably 2 years ago, dog. I went to the beautiful side, I guess, because everything looked amazing,
boring,
dog.
Right?
It was cool. It was cool. Like a big ass little fucking cliff and shit. I don't know where I was.
Sunset Cliffs, and you seen all the. Did you see like water? Or you seen all of the city?
Nah, it was all the water. I think I was right on the edge.
I think you were on Sunset Cliffs, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I don't know, but that shit was beautiful, bro. It was fucking amazing. I was like, damn, if this is how San Diego is, I want to be over here.
I mean, okay. I don't know if that's how it is or not, but that's not how I learned, and I had to learn how to go to the water and go to things that, you feel like that. How you said, it feels beautiful. You gotta go there, because you go a little crazy where I'm from.
Okay. So now I know not to go from wherever you're from. Damn, man. Touché. You're one of the most dangerous people in your city, right? That's what I heard.
I literally had never heard that until I got here with you.
I'm with you, man. So,
my boy Estevan. So
what's up, big dog?
We know you're an SD. You ever go to TJ? For music? to do shows or anything like that?
Yeah, that's where I started. Yeah, TJ's. I would say like that was like my grounds. I think I did my first antros, my first music studio, my first practices, my first musicos were from Tijuana. All of that.
Very famous guy.
So how would you compare the venues like in Tijuana to here over here? You like it over here more or TJ?
I think it each has its pros and cons. It each has its pros and cons because, so look, I'm gonna be honest. Look, over there in the beginning, it's kind of easier because people just dream so much, and it's easy because if you already have a guitar, you're already doing more than most of the city. No disrespect to the city, of course, but a lot of people have like they're just suffering. They don't have nothing to do, and so any musico or any type of person that's gonna go do something in their community, like they look up to you, and you're like a big god to them. Like if you can sing, if you can do anything, if you can entertain them for 20 minutes, you're like a big god to them. So it is easier to start in Mexico from my personal experiences, because in America it is very much more judgmental, the audience, and they go and they act like Americans party different, I guess, or it's just a different vibe. One culture is one culture and the other culture is another culture. It's not fair to compare it because we're like a border town city where all the Mexicans want to be over here in the U.S. But in Mexico, unfortunately, it's a lot of people that were in San Diego and do bad and are fugitives. So you can't compare.
So what you just said that if you could play for like 20 minutes and entertain them, they'll look at you as a god. Has anyone told you that you made them feel like good, or what do you mean by that?
Well, when I go over there, it's just why I say that is because little kids come up to me running, screaming, crying in the malls and in the airports.
Like knowing who you are?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like, hey, it's something they'll know. Like Tratando de Coron. Like I have older songs. I don't know if you guys know about those, but that's where I started in Tijuana. I recorded at a studio. And I recorded a song called Tratando de Coronar and another one called Pensando en Mí. Those songs hit on a channel that got shut down. You youngsters wouldn't know about this, but there was channels back then that got shut down now. And so people still know me from that, or people know me like, oh, it's a Hollywood, or oh, I know this song or that song. So it's like a mix of different age groups, like the ages from like 4 years ago, or the kids are barely hearing about me right now. But it's still a mix of all these kids or older people like that idolize you very differently. Then over here it's like they'll sneak a picture of you. They won't come up and ask you or respect. You'll catch somebody taking a picture of you in the gas station, in a mall, wherever you are, and that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Over there in Tijuana?
Over here.
Over here.
Over there they'll come up to you crying, abrazándote, they won't let you go. And over here they'll like, man, that fool ain't shit. Take a picture of you.
Yeah.
So tell us a story. Like, have you ever had a disrespectful fan or encounter?
I don't think your fans are disrespectful.
Or maybe like an encounter with somebody that wasn't a fan, but they know about you.
I think we all have, you know.
Yeah. I think
that's most of the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think what he means to say is, have you ever had a fan interaction where you felt disrespected, where he came at you disrespectful, like he didn't try to, that weren't his intentions, but you felt like it was disrespectful?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have. Probably mostly when I go back to my city. That's like, it's just a king thing. If you're the king, you just got to deal with like everybody hating you when you go back home. So it's just a king thing. Like, hey, it's normal.
My boy, I got something for you.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know, I got the bag.
Okay.
You know?
I don't even know what it is. That's why I'm still I'm like, oh shit. He's gonna pull out a big ass Glock from
This became a what is it called? QVC.
Man, y'all know it.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? What
it's
you got,
fresh
man?
too.
Oh yeah.
Choose this one or this one.
What
I
is
got
that?
the yellow, the fake. It's a Fago.
Okay.
But
these go hard. They got these in Spring Valley all over. Yeah. That's where I was born, and these are, or that's not where I was born. That's where I was raised. But these are all in my liquor store like this. These are good. No, I love these. Not this one though. They got like, I love cream soda. I love pineapple. I love peach. It's been like since a little bit before New Year's. I hadn't had a soda. I like broke like 4 or 5 days ago, like on Friday, and it's Monday, Sunday, Monday, Friday, 3 days ago, and I had like one sip of squirt, but I had been behaving. Thank you for putting these objects in my face that I'm gonna have anxiety attacks about not drinking them.
So you don't drink soda anymore.
Right now,
That's the only reason why I haven't even drank this shit. To be honest, bro, no disrespect to you, dog. I don't drink soda, like, cause I'm like trying to lose weight. You feel me? And soda, it fucks me up, like my chin, cause I was hella addicted to it, bro. So I stay away from soda. But I'm gonna still drink this shit, bro, just cause you gave it.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
me too.
I'm gonna drink this shit, dog, just cause you gave it to me. But other than that, I wouldn't drink no soda.
It becomes. I think if it comes from a pure place, like you did that from your heart. So like, of course, if you drink it, it's not gonna do no daño to you because somebody gave it to you with the purity of their heart.
You're a very spiritual man. Huh?
Thank you. I don't know. I'm trying.
You are.
I'm trying to learn.
You are, man. You're very spiritual. Do you believe in those freaking what's that shit called, bro? Like
zodiac signs? You said like
the zodiac sign shit, bro.
You know what? I couldn't tell. I haven't learned that, so that's not fair for me to say that I'm into it or not because I haven't learned it. I got to study it, and then I'll tell you if I'm a fan of that.
For sure.
Hey,
but I have heard it.
Hey, boss. So tell us, like, you met up with Jenny 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah.
Like, tell us about that encounter with her. Like,
I met her through a famous one. He's a real one, and she's a real one. And we went to go do this prank that's out on his channel. Like, we went in an area of this country where not particularly a lot of our culture is there, and we went to go do what is it called? We went to do an open mic night and play them corridos, and they were like a country place pretty much. And so that's why I met her, because she did her set, I did my set. We all did this set for a show. This nigga's falling asleep.
hey, was that before she dropped the song?
That was before she dropped the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where? That's what's up.
So you're
6ix9ine.
So you're 25 years old, man. Speak to me of when you started your music career. Where did it start from, and how did it lead up all the way to how you are now?
It was a long process, not to make it boring, because somebody's falling asleep on us. So.
Now go ahead, man. I'm listening, dude. It's just that closing my eyes makes me feel better. That's because if I keep looking at you, dog, I'm gonna keep getting harder and harder, and I just gotta calm down. I'm fucking with y'all, man.
Don't take that out either.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. Just keep going, man.
Nah, it's because. What was the question? What was the question again?
How did you start your music career?
I started in music because I had a PSP actually.
PSP?
I had a PSP. Wait, listen to the story now.
The white one?
Growing up, actually, first, if you really want to go there, yeah, as a kid, I had the little fake guitars. I would sing. There's I remember putting on a corbata. I wasn't a corbata, it was just a belt. And I put it on around my neck and got on the bed. And they thought, my dad walked into the room. This nigga thought, I was trying to commit suicide or something. That's not funny. That's not funny. But I had a belt tied around my neck and just singing. And then my dad's, what the hell are you doing? I'm Lupio Rivera. What? Yeah. I was probably 5, 6, 7 years old. I was bad. From there, I just got older. To be honest, in my house, accordions were hidden from me. Guitars were hidden from me. I would buy them at the border, at the swap meets. Yeah, in my house they would hide them. They didn't like music. They didn't like the raggedy sounds. So it was the pride for me. So my way of having music in the house was when I got a PSP. I seen it was a video game called Beaterator, and that's where I learned how to make beats. And eventually it led to not wanting to do hip hop no more, but still wanting to be in music. And then I'm right here.
So, have you ever watched the movie Coco?
I have
Disney
not.
movie?
I have not.
So supposedly, it's like of a kid. He wants to be a musical, right? He looks up to some artist, you know, well, like a local little mariachi player. He's a singer, and supposedly his family would like how you just said that his family would if he would play guitar, he would they would smash that shit.
Okay.
And
I'm calling Coco.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't say they smashed them, but I never found them.
They hid instruments from him because of some past that they had. So for your family, was it something from their past, or they just didn't like music?
I think it's just the people that would take care of us. We gave them a hard time, and so right now I'm learning how to relax my mind and stuff like that. So now that I'm a little bit older, I could understand they're probably trying to relax their mind, and here I am. So it's bro, you're not giving me peace. So that's probably what it was.
Damn.
Probably wasn't nothing else but that.
So it wasn't nothing too deep. It was just that they didn't want to hear your.
They just didn't want to
annoying ass.
hear it. Yeah, they're like, this fool don't shut up. He don't sleep. He don't go to school, and he fucking stays here and does this.
Yeah, for sure. So how would you describe your style, man? Because you do a lot of. I'm not trying to be fucked up, man. You do a lot of strange shit, man. You're shirtless. You're like shoeless. Your style is very different. So
I think I came up with my style. I don't know. Maybe I just have more time on the instruments, like on the technical side of the instruments. So that's why you can say that my sound sounds different and all of that. I just spend more time with it.
For sure.
Like you gotta reinvent yourself sometimes. You gotta not bore yourself. I don't care. Like I'm not one to care for repeating a hit. It's already there. Thank God for that. But I'm over that. Like a song that already sounds sonically good to my ears. Now I want to invent something new. I'm like an innovator, I guess you can say.
For sure. So do you think about like when you're shirtless and you do like when you're like shoeless and shit like that, do you think about, okay, I'm gonna do this so that, you know, hopefully you could catch some attention, or you do it just because you feel more comfortable?
That's a good question. At my house, I don't have a shirt on. My niggas are right there. Do I wear shoes or socks ever at home?
Does he wear underwear?
Say yes or no.
Does he wear underwear at least?
Sometimes I wear underwear. I just started wearing underwear because
you just started wearing underwear.
I had to.
Holy shit, bro. So you're telling me these motherfuckers have seen your cock like about a couple of times?
Nah,
saludos to my boys over here.
Yeah, Big Juan from SZMP3 and Big Benjamin. It's his birthday today, and I got him over here working.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, let's give a big round of applause. Yeah.
We'll sing him La Mañanitas later and shit.
Yeah. He don't need no camera time.
So, were you ever signed to Rancho Miller? What was your relationship with Rancho Miller? Because I know you dropped a song, but I don't know if you were actually signed. So talk to me about that.
I was never signed to them, but I did have a relationship. I do have a relationship, like you said, and I just got blessed one time. Like, hey, I'll put this song on my channel, and then you can work with my artist. Like, oh, thanks, thank you, I appreciate that, and I do.
So how'd you get linked up with Rancho Miller?
I think it was just like one of those things. It's inevitable in the industry at the time that you're in, type stuff. Just that was that, you know. It just. I mean, they had been messaging me a few times, and it finally happened. Like, that's how I got linked up through social media.
Who messaged you?
People in Rancho Miller, they'll message me through social media, and then I unfortunately didn't know about that so much yet. I didn't know like Rosedale Records and all that good stuff yet, because I'm still coming out of like, I was still coming out of like the hip hop era, but liking to do corridos. I think that's what caught their attention, that they seen how I dress, but singing corridos, and that like blew their mind. I think so. Then I think that's what caught their attention, like a urban style kid singing Mexican corridos at that time. Nobody was doing it.
You met Jimmy already?
Yeah.
How was the first time you ever met him?
It was really cool. We watched Cat Williams, and we watched comedy the whole time when I met him right there at the Penthouse, at one of the first ones.
Did he give you any like inspirational words? Anything that you remember? He ever told you?
Yeah, at the time he did me a solid that just not gonna tell you, but yeah, I have.
It was dope.
Well, how old were you when you met him?
I was like, I want to say 22, going on 23, and right now I'm 25. So
3 years ago?
Yeah.
3. Wait, bro. So like, when you first, so what age did you start this music stuff at?
Like the corrido side of it?
Yeah.
Fuck, like, but like 20.
20?
Like 20, I think 20. I was barely. I was like my last year getting when we would try to go into the antros, they would fuck with me for my ID. It was my last year. But I went through like through the stage that we would go through back then, which is like the local groups thing. Or back then we would have these pages called Músicos de Tijuana on Facebook, and I put up their videos of me singing covers and stuff, and a couple of my songs. And then people like started tapping in with me, like, "Hey man, what's up with you?" Like I was like, "I'm in San Diego," so it took a long time to find group members, and eventually we made one group. and we started learning how to be around San Diego. And then one guy named Lupe from Grupo Reo, he helped me out a lot, and he gave me these opportunities to be in antros like Cavalli, like down the Tijuana side, but being an American group supposedly, because like I was now gonna be like the American face of this group that was supposedly from Mexico.
So like, my question. Okay, now you said you started the corrido side like at 20, right? You said 20.
Yeah, I would say 20. But I've always sang it though. Like, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Always as a kid, I would get caught in my room singing Spanish music. But due to like the circumstances in my area, it was a lot of dominated by another culture that would call my culture or our culture now Little TJ, and that would offend me and make me feel like I was being bullied. So I hid that part of my life in high school. In high school, I was not listening to corridos. I was not listening to banda. But when I got home, if I trusted you enough, you might catch me singing karaoke on the weekend of banda. Of like, I'm talking about pura arrolladora. That's it. There was no other group even on this side hidden matching like that besides La Arrolladora and Recodo at the time.
So here's my question. Like, when you first started, how long did it take for you to get some recognition? Like, people were like, oh, bro, Estevan's right here. Can I get a pig? Like, what? Like, how long did that take? 2 years, a year, 3 years?
I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't want you to think like this nigga's being cocky. But I actually had like a lot of luck, or I don't know if it's luck or this is just my path that I'm supposed to take. But I dropped the song, like I said, and like it was like for 3 days it didn't have nothing, and then this channel put it up, and it just got a lot of views. So right away, like from one day to the next, I remember I was being bullied working at a car wash. The manager, Francisco, ahí estás, cabrón. Ya te las cobré, verga. So, he's like, ¿cómo la ves? Mira este pendejo, el Plazola, que está guardando feria para grabar un disco y se va a largar a la verga de aquí, que no mors. Well, I went to go do 2 singles, tratando de coronar, pensando en mí, and I hit 1 million right away. Like, I was like, you know, at that time I was very arrogant, like, and then that became like my fuel. Like, people like him, like, test me, come on, I'll do it again. Test me, I'll do it better. That's like became my fuel for a very long time.
So when you were younger, you were like a more wild person. Now, based off how I'm talking to you right now, you seem a bit more peaceful. What made you change your state of mind?
Just tired of you being the reason why you fuck everything up. But then, you know you're the reason, you know? And then you just gotta take responsibility and do the thing and fix the things that are making you fuck up so much shit. Because so much beautiful opportunities come, and sometimes we're so focused on one thing that we don't get to see all the beautiful opportunities that we have. And I had to like let go of all the stuff that was holding me back to like be able to count my blessings, you know? I think that's what it was.
My boy, so when did you get your first tattoo? What age? How old were you?
I got this tattoo for the Infinite album. That was my first tattoo. First, it was just the Infinite side. And then I wanted Hollywood to hit, so I wrote Hollywood on it. It's kind of getting there. Well, one day, it'll be right there. Tatted it. And then my homie Omar Torres passed away, so I got LFM tatted right there. Shout out to Graphics. Rest in peace, Omar Torres. That's Latino Film Mafia. They've done a lot of great work. Look it up. And then I just went from there. So I got the Rich Bums, and I got some other ones. It's cold in here. They relocated these buildings.
Yeah, the first one we did, man, it's unreleased, but it was hot as shit in there, man. Keep in mind, it was summertime, so in San Fernando Valley, so it was pretty fucking hot out there.
That's true.
When did your parents start believing in you? Like, oh, mi mijo, he's really doing it now. Like, when did your pops say, like, oh, snaps, he's really doing something with this music shit?
I can't really tell you, bro. Like, well, the day that I was, like I said, you got to stop blaming other people for your actions. So I was doing a lot of wrongdoing. So when I was doing right, they didn't believe me anymore. So things like privileges, like borrowing a car and stuff, that kind of stuff got taken away from me. But one time I stole the car to go to this event, which actually ended up me being on Complex, like on the platform. It was pretty crazy. It was like I ended up somehow going to this event, and it was like a border. It was like a very peaceful, like it was a border between Tecate and San Diego, And we literally sat and had a picnic with the people from the other side that could never cross, and the families on this side that could never go back. And it was like really crazy, really life changing. Like all these cameras were there, like CNN, like all these people, and I was like, how come this stuff keeps happening to me without me asking for it, or like without me going so hard into it? Like, well, dang, my first event, and I'm right here in front of all this stuff. Like, dang, it was like crazy.
So you kind of feel like it's meant to be for you.
I mean, whatever is meant to be is meant to be. But for now, like, this is a path that's finding me to what I gotta do. This is what I've been doing.
And you are independent, right?
Yeah.
You're not under no label, no nothing.
We have our own label, which is Rich Bums, which is under Latino Film Mafia, which I'm probably like the only artist of Latino Film Mafia. And then after that, me and Graphics decided not to really use the Latino Film Mafia for the artist side of things, just more for the filming side of things, and to make the Rich Bums a branch of Latino Film Mafia, and that's where the artist will be.
So what is Rich Bums? Explain to me the name of it. Did you create it?
It was created by Omar Torres and Graphics, but I think the manifestation of like the label thing or whatever, like, okay, this is a movement. It was on 420. That was the last 420. That was the last time I seen Omar Torres alive.
It was on 420.
It was on 420. Yeah, because we had just finished working on some things, and then they were also shooting. Excuse me. They were also shooting something. They were also shooting some videos for Arsenal Efectivo. Shout out to my dogs.
And they came up with the name Rich Bums.
Yeah, and that right there on 420 in my table in my kitchen. They had already,
on the spot right there, they came up with it.
Well, they had already been harassing some people, calling out, these fools are rich bums and shit. And then I was like, well, let's make it a label. Let's push it. Let's push it. Like, you should see these fools are they're just rich bums.
Yeah.
They just stand around all day. They got all this money. They smoke weed all day. They ain't really got shit. Just looks like they got money in the videos, but they really don't got shit. These fools are rich bums. And I was like, well, I like that. Like, I'm a rich bum too. Shit. Let me have that name, and I just we've been right here scoring.
So, what's the actual meaning of Rich Bums to you?
It's like a yin yang thing, like a yin yang, like a good with the bad. Rich bums, like ironies. They've always played a part in my life, like ironies. Like one thing that, like in this year, I learned to tell my girl, it's like she's like, you're doing so good. I'm like, but all the good I'm doing outside is to represent all like the bad that's in me that I just need to cure.
So, and do you encourage people to be independent, or do you believe in read your contract? If it's right, go ahead, or what do you think?
I believe it's like, okay, you go to school, there's gonna be principals and there's gonna be janitors. So that's how it is right here. Some people want to be bosses, some people just want to work and come to work, and that's cool.
For sure.
That's cool. So I feel like you figure out what you like to do. Do you feel like you like to be an owner, but right now you don't know nothing? So it's like, let it be a school for me. I'll go to a 3-year university and sign a deal and learn all the ins and outs. That's not bad at all. But just, I would recommend in that aspect, read the contract and don't give up the masters as an artist. Or come to a deal where you give them a bone, they give you a bone. You guys gotta help each other out.
So how do you see the industry from your eyes? Is it what you thought it was going to be before you got into it? Or, well, let's just start off with, how do you see the industry?
I came in, like, I'm not gonna lie, I came in already kind of like give it to me, because I always watch like Michael Jackson interviews, Prince interviews, interviews of these people that were just talking about that kind of stuff, like why they don't tour anymore. And I was like, dude, he's not even old. This fool is fucking young.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to tour. He doesn't want to take on no more music. But it looks like he's really, really peaceful now. And then they explained that they had to find that peace because there was so much anger towards what they're going through. Like, and that's how I learned when I was going into the industry. Like, okay, I know it's not what it is, and I'm not gonna go in there dumbfounded because these idols have told me that that's how it's gonna be when I first get here, and I'm just at that first step where they told me already on the interviews where I was gonna be at.
And so when you got into the industry, you noticed that, oh shit, what they were saying.
Yeah, that was a fun part. That was a fun part. Yeah, it's like, oh shit, these niggas are really. A lot of people ain't shit.
Yeah. Do you have any new music or any songs that you want to play? Any new shit coming out?
We got new shit coming out and all that, but right now we got a song that's called Cantavisco. It's doing pretty good. So We would like to do that one.
You want to go ahead and play that shit for us?
Yeah, you want to hear that one?
For sure, yeah.
Or which one would you like to hear? How about that?
I want to hear that one, actually. I actually do fuck with that song.
Okay, thank you.
So I want to hear that one.
All right. El Cantavisco, Estevan Plazola.
For sure, let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, my boy. So what song you finna play for us, my boy?
We're going to play El Cantavisco. My name is Estevan Plazola, and this is the sencillo que andamos trabajando ahorita. Ready, big dog? Let's get it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Aunque pudiera, no cambiaría nada, ni hasta las piedras que me tira el universo. No es por nada, es bendición para aprender. Y de hecho anoche me acordé, boca abajo en el jaguar en pleno aire, iban tirando balazos para acabar con el desmadre. 2003 por ser exacto, pues el carro era del año. Esposado en una cama de hospital con los doctores policías en mi cara, así me despertaba. Por crecer en el barrio, fumando y malandreando, del Valle de San Diego, 40 y más que va. Yeah. Rich Bums. ¿Dónde se han ido tantos años? Yo hubiera sido you're laughing, okay.
I didn't know you was gonna do that, bro. That made me laugh.
El Cantavisco, papi.
Oh shit.
Some people get a little nervous. It's all good.
My bad, bro. That was funny.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So, explain to me your writing process. What gets you in the zone to write your music?
Life experiences, mostly when I'm really depressed. That's when like it finally comes out. When it's like can't be like you can't contain the bottle anymore. It just comes out. Mm-hmm. Like not my choice. Like I don't sit and write every day. It just comes to me. And then like, oh shit, I got a tono. Benji, bring out your phone. My phone's dead. Mm-hmm. Like let me record this tono right here. And I go back home later. Like I got it here right there. Let me borrow that real quick. Let me borrow your voice memos real quick.
That's dope.
And then I come back and write to it later.
Alright, y'all. Well, that was pretty much it for this episode. My boy Estevan Plazola. Thank you for pulling up. You and your boys. Thank you guys for pulling up, man.
Thank you.
All the way from San Diego, 2 hours away.
It was three. It was 3.
3 hours away.
It's gonna be 4 going home too, cause everybody going back to TJ.
Hey, low key right now.
So that's why I gotta go.
Good luck to y'all, man. But thank you for pulling up, like I said, and I hope to see you again soon, man. Thank you for pulling up, and all the social medias will be in the description or on the screen, wherever. Y'all follow that, and yeah, we'll see y'all on the next one.
Rich Bumps.
Sure.
You like that?
I love it.